What does garage insurance cost? Have you recently seen the cost of your garage insurance go up? Or are you curious what other insurers offer and what the cost of garage insurance is from them? Or are you experiencing problems with your insurance company over your automotive business insurance? In this video, I'm going to answer those questions and more coming right up. So let's start with, what does garage insurance cost? That's of course a difficult question to answer because of the different factors that go into rating an auto garage policy. But I hope to give you some ideas on the subject of insurance costs and what drives costs up and down for different garage businesses. Here are some of the major rating factors that go into pricing out garage insurance. The first is going to be the construction of your building. The more resistive to a fire your building is, the lower the insurance cost will be. The most expensive will be a frame structure. The least expensive is a full masonry building that's sprinklered and is classified as non-combustible. While there's not much you can do to change the construction of your building, the addition of alarms, sprinklers, or fire extinguishing systems can help make a difference in what you pay for insurance. Number two is claims history. If you've had claims in the past, you'll pay more for insurance than a similar business to yours that hasn't had any claims. With this in mind, it's important to think through the types of claims you've had and what strategies you can deploy to prevent them from occurring again. If you need help here, let me know. Number three are the limits of coverage, especially for garage keepers coverage, which protects your customers' cars in your care. You can see more about that here. A small shop with a few cars versus a large shop with dozens of cars on their lot will pay a big difference in premium. Number four is payroll or headcount. Often, this will drive liability rates up or down. So a large shop will, of course, pay more than a smaller shop in terms of the number of employees. But a larger garage operation may see a more discounted rate than a very small shop. Number five is general risk control. The better job you do at controlling risk in your shop, the better your pricing will be for insurance. Things like having a written safety manual for employees, making sure you control access to the keys, making sure your customers' cars are safe and protected. And in fact, the more controls you put in place and let your broker or your insurance company know about, the easier your renewals will be. But what does it all cost? I know you'd like to click a button and find out the cost, and there are some websites out there that have ridiculously low prices on their site, like the average garage insurance premium is $55 a month. But to me, that's silly. How do you get to that number? What is it really going to include? And ultimately, I think throwing out an average number like that does a disservice to both you and me. Why? Well, for you, it's a number pulled out of thin air, and it really doesn't reflect your particular circumstances. Is that the average number for a shop with one employee that has 2 cars on the premises, or for a shop with 8 mechanics and 15 cars on the premises? That $55 monthly premium really does you no good. And for me, it's a disservice because I want to know you and your business and your risks. I want to know how I can help you protect your biggest asset, your business. And I want to make sure I'm offering you the right coverages at the right price. For me, this is not a transaction. This is a relationship. And I want to customize that relationship to fit your needs. At the end of the day, this $55 a month thing is nothing more than a bait and switch tactic. And it's not how I do business, and I doubt it's how you do business either. So, if you really want to find out what the costs are, let's chat and see if we're a good fit for your business. Now, on to how do you keep garage insurance costs low? That's a good question. In my experience, the best thing you can do to keep your garage insurance premiums low is focusing on risk control. Things like keeping your shop well organized and clean and free of clutter. Good housekeeping will help prevent fires, trips, and falls, and it'll also make a good impression on any insurance company inspectors who may come for a visit. And normally, insurance companies do send inspectors out on garage accounts. As I mentioned earlier, have a written shop safety manual and use it in the training and onboarding of new employees. We can help develop a program like this with you if you do need that help. Next is store flammables in approved containers and dispose of rags and debris properly to prevent fires. This is all common sense. Next is encourage employees to use personal protective devices such as safety glasses and hearing protection when applicable. Also, protect customers' vehicles in your possession, and that includes having them locked in a fenced-in area and lit. It may also mean having surveillance cameras. How can you get the best price? In my experience, it pays to get quotes from different insurance companies to make a true comparison. But I don't think it's in your best interest to engage multiple brokers to do that. Instead, I recommend working with one broker who can bring your account out to several insurers at the same time for quotes. Why do I recommend that? First off, for consistency. You agree with that single broker what insurance coverages you need, and that broker should get you quotes all based on the same parameters. Second, it saves you time, effort, and third, there's a limited number of insurance companies out there writing garages, and they will only quote your account for one broker at a time. If you engage multiple brokers at the same time, you'll likely get them bumping into each other in the marketplace trying to get quotes, and it really just results in a big mess. Here's the bottom line. You've invested a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into your garage, and protecting you from potential catastrophic claims is paramount. After all, as I mentioned earlier, your business is probably the biggest asset you have, so you want to make sure it's protected properly. You also want to work with an expert who has experience, knowledge, and skill to get you the right coverages at the right price. And I'm happy to say that we have that skill set and represent numerous insurance companies who really want to insure garages. Want to see how I can help? Give me a call, drop me an email, and let's chat. In fact, in the description box below, there's a link where you can book a call right on my calendar. I promise, no high-pressure selling gimmicks or tricks or any other nonsense. Just some honest conversation to cover your issues, your problems, and your thoughts, and to see if we may be a good fit. If that's the way you want to do business, then I think we'd be a good fit. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Thanks.